Hi guys, how's it going? I hope you're doing amazing. My name is Mateo from Argentina, and today I will be teaching you one of the most important aspects of Argentina's culture, drinking mate. So here you can see the different parts of a properly set up mate. First of all, we have the mate, which is this wooden recipient in which we serve the water to drink the mate. Then which is kind of like a metal straw, is called a bombilla, through which we drink the mate like this. Then there's inside the mate, which has the yerba mate, which is the herb that is going to give the mate its characteristic flavor. A properly set up mate has the yerba forming a kind of wall towards one of the sides of the mate. And on the edge of the wall is where you would put the bombilla, which you would have to position in a way so that the bottom is under the wall that we've made with the yerba. You can drink mate on your own, but it's most commonly drunk when you're with friends or family. So how sharing the mate works is there's one person, the owner of the mate, which is called the cebador, and he's in charge of serving the mate and passing it on to someone else. After the other person has finished drinking the mate, he would return the mate to the cebador, and he will serve it again and pass it on to the next person. So there are many ways you can serve mate, the most common being with hot water at around 70 degrees. When you serve mate this way, you obtain the classic soury mate flavor. Although some people like to add sugar or sweeteners to make it more sweet, or drink it with juice, which is called tereré. These different ways of serving mate in Argentina are usually a controversial topic, since there are many Argentinians that say that the sour classic mate flavor is the only way that mate should be drunk, although the way that the mate is served is usually up to the cebador. So now you know how to drink and serve mate, but hold on a second, we're not done there. There are certain things that you must not do when you're drinking or serving mate, because they can be unpolite or disrespectful towards the people that you're sharing mate with. So let's go over a few of them right now. First of all, the first mate is for the cebador. It is unpolite to ask for the first mate. When you receive the mate from the cebador, do not move the bombilla, since it can mess up a well-prepared mate. When you receive the mate, don't take a long time to drink it, since everyone wants to drink mate. And this also means making sure that everyone that wants to drink mate has already drunk it before you ask for a second one. Make sure you finish the mate before you give it back to the cebador. And don't be afraid when the bombilla starts making noise. Drink up until the last drop. After you finished your mate and gave it back to the cebador, if you want to keep drinking, then don't say thank you, because most cebadores will understand that you don't want to drink any more mate. You can thank the cebador when he stops serving or when you're finished drinking. Finally, and probably most importantly, sharing mate is a tradition that for many people in the world can be considered unhygienic, and most Argentinians know this as well. But you should never bring up in front of an Argentinian, especially if they're sharing mate with you, that you think it's not hygienic, because it's probably one of the biggest signs of disrespect you can give to an Argentinian. If you don't want to share the mate, then just politely say no, and the cebador will pass it on to the next person. Sharing mate for an Argentinian is a sign of brotherhood and friendship, and criticizing that tradition is like throwing that kind gesture into the trash. So guys, that's gonna be a wrap for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, then please drop a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep learning even more. If you have any further questions about mate or Argentina's culture, then don't hesitate to comment them down below, and stay tuned for our next video. See you then. Bye.